Milo and the magical rainbow banana tree. Deep in the heart of the Amazon rainforest, where the trees grew so tall they seemed to touch the clouds, lived a curious little monkey named Milo. Unlike other monkeys who were content swinging from branch to branch, Milo had an insatiable curiosity that often got him into trouble. Milo had big bright golden eyes that sparkled with mischief and a fluffy brown tail that never stopped twitching with excitement. While his monkey family spent their days chattering and playing in the familiar trees, Milo dreamed of exploring the mysterious parts of the forest that no monkey had ever dared to visit. One misty morning, as rainbow droplets danced on spider webs and exotic birds sang their dawn chorus, Milo's grandmother told the young monkeys an ancient story. Long ago, she whispered in her creaky voice, there grew a magical banana tree deep in the forbidden part of the forest. This tree didn't grow ordinary yellow bananas, oh no. It grew bananas in every color of the rainbow, and each color held a special power. The young monkeys gasped with excitement, but grandmother continued with a warning. Red bananas gave incredible strength, blue ones granted amazing speed, purple bananas bestowed the gift of flight, and green ones, well, green ones gave the wisdom of all forest creatures. But her voice dropped to barely a whisper. Many who sought the tree became selfish, using the powers only for themselves, and the magic would disappear forever. While the other monkeys dismissed it as just a story, Milo's heart raced with excitement. That very afternoon, when everyone was taking their siesta, he quietly swung away from his family tree and ventured into the deeper, darker parts of the forest. The further Milo traveled, the more mysterious the forest became. Vines hung like curtains, flowers glowed with strange colors, and he could hear the distant calls of creatures he'd never encountered before. Just as the sun was beginning to set, painting the sky in brilliant oranges and purples, Milo saw something that made him gasp. There, in a small clearing surrounded by ancient trees, stood the most beautiful tree he had ever seen. It was twice as tall as any banana tree he knew, with a shimmering trunk that seemed to pulse with soft light, and hanging from its branches were the most extraordinary bananas, some bright red like rubies, others deep blue like sapphires, some purple like amethysts, and others emerald green like precious jade. A few even sparkled with gold and silver. It's real, Milo whispered, his voice filled with wonder. As he approached the magical tree, a gentle voice seemed to come from the tree itself. Welcome, little one. I have been waiting for someone with a pure heart to find me. Milo looked around, startled. Who's talking? The leaves rustled softly, and suddenly the face of a wise old tree spirit appeared in the bark. I am the guardian of the rainbow banana tree. For centuries I have offered my magical fruits to those who find me, but I must warn you, with great power comes great responsibility. Milo's eyes grew wide with excitement. Can I really try the bananas? What do they do exactly? The tree spirit smiled warmly. Each color grants a different ability, but only for a short time. However, the magic only works if you use it to help others, not just yourself. If you use the powers selfishly, they will disappear forever, not just for you, but for everyone who might need them. Without hesitation, Milo reached for a bright red banana. As soon as he took a bite, his tiny muscles swelled with incredible strength. He could lift fallen logs that would normally take 10 monkeys to move. Just then he heard a desperate crying echoing through the forest. Following the sound, Milo found a family of sloths strapped under a massive branch that had fallen during a recent storm. Don't worry, Milo called out, using his new strength to lift the heavy branch and free the grateful sloth family. Thank you, brave little monkey, the mother sloth said. We've been trapped for hours. Next, Milo tried a blue banana, and suddenly he could move faster than lightning. He zoomed through the forest like a brown blur, and just in time he spotted a baby bird that had fallen from its nest high in a cecropia tree. Using his super speed, Milo zipped up the tree and gently placed the baby bird back with its worried parents. The purple banana was the most exciting of all. It gave Milo the power of flight. With his arms spread wide, he soared through the canopy like a feathered friend. From high above, he spotted a group of lost butterfly monkeys who had been separated from their family during a thunderstorm. Milo flew down and guided them safely back to their worried parents, but it was the green banana that truly amazed him. As soon as he tasted it, Milo could understand every creature in the forest. The chattering of squirrels, the songs of birds, even the whispers of insects, everything made perfect sense. A family of toucans approached him, their colorful beaks drooping with sadness. "Little monkey," they said, "we haven't been able to find food for days. The fruit trees in our territory have all been damaged by the big storm." Now understanding their language perfectly, Milo led them to a grove of fruit trees he had discovered during his adventures, ensuring they had plenty to eat. As the magical effects of each banana began to wear off, Milo realized something wonderful. He felt happier and more fulfilled than he ever had before. Using the magical powers to help others had filled his heart with a warm, glowing feeling that was better than any superpower. When Milo returned to the magical tree as the stars began to twinkle overhead, the guardian spirit was beaming with pride. "You have proven yourself worthy, little Milo," the spirit said, "because you used each gift to help others rather than show off or gain something for yourself. The magic will never leave this tree. You may return whenever the forest creatures need help, but remember, the greatest magic of all is a kind heart." Milo nodded solemnly, understanding the important lesson. "I promise to only use the magic when others truly need help. Never just for fun or to show off." From that day forward, Milo became known throughout the forest as the guardian monkey. Whenever animals faced dangers too big to handle alone, fallen trees blocking paths, predators threatening the young, or families separated by storms, they would call for Milo, and Milo would make the journey to the magical banana tree. Choose the right colored banana for the job and use its power to help his forest friends. But he never told anyone where the tree was located, protecting its secret as the guardian spirit had trusted him to do. The most wonderful part of Milo's story was how it changed him as a monkey. Even when he wasn't using magical powers, Milo had become more helpful, more thoughtful, and more aware of others' needs. His family noticed that he listened more carefully, shared his food more generously, and always looked out for the smaller, weaker animals. "You've grown so wise, Milo," his grandmother said one evening as they watched the sunset together. "I think you've learned something very important about what it means to be truly powerful." Milo smiled, thinking of his secret magical tree. "I learned that the best feeling in the world isn't having superpowers, it is using whatever abilities you have to make others happy." And in the distance, if you listened very carefully, you could hear the gentle rustling of rainbow-colored banana leaves as the magical tree continued to wait patiently for the next pure-hearted soul who would use its gifts wisely. Years later, when Milo had grown into a wise adult monkey, he would tell the young ones stories of adventure and magic, but he always ended with the same message: the greatest magic isn't in rainbow bananas or flying through trees, it is in the choice to help others, even when no one is watching. The moral of the story: true power and magic come not from what we can do for ourselves, but from how we use our abilities to help others. When we choose kindness and selflessness over personal gain, we discover that the greatest reward is the happiness we bring to those around us.